Okay.
Hello! Welcome to our patio. We are going to give you a virtual tour since you're not able to be here with us. But nothing would make us more happy than to have you all here sitting on our patio, having a nice tea, maybe a gin and tonic, a beer, all your choice. So, we're going to start with the flowers on the patio and then move out to the north where the patios or the plants that need more sun are. So, alright, we'll come this way.
Sorry.
Come this way. Whoop, be careful, Fred. Okay, so this is our pothos that we have in our house. It generally lives on top of our red painted curio cabinet, and it is wonderful and long, and it loves being out in the sun and the beautiful weather. So this is Monster. It had 3 of these big crotons on it, but they've overtaken the plant, so Fred decided to cut them down and give the philodendron and the wandering Jew a chance to grow. These are my babies. The begonias are my heart. I love them so much. Some years they don't do very well, but this year they're doing pretty good. We have a yellow one, and every time I look at this, I think about my mom and dad, because when they got married, my mom's bouquet was full of yellow roses, and since I can't grow roses in a pot, this is what I've looked at and gotten from there. So we have the yellow ones, and we have the orange ones, and we have the rose-colored ones. These are all kind of the same brand of begonia, but this just really doesn't want to grow so much like this does. Then these are
Just a second.
hang down begonias, and this one is the same thing. Oh, they're kind of fussy. Here is our white ones. These are my favorite thing to photograph, is the white ones. Then we have another one that hangs down. These are so beautiful. I love these. We've never planted these before, but they're absolutely gorgeous. This is a standing fuchsia, which has been beautiful. And these are my fibrous begonias and the white, and I always plant them in the white with the blue pot. Alright, and on the patio table, we have one of Fred's favorite things to grow is this little wandering Jew. We always save a little piece of it, and then we grow. It doesn't grow great in the winter at our house, but it stays alive, and so he takes it and breaks it up and puts it today. Then he puts some in that pot up with Monster, and in here in this pot, and it's growing great guns. So then we have basil and thyme, and this is Gulliver's salad bar. It's full of catnip, but he's eaten so much I tried to replant it. I see some is growing, but it's not so great yet. So our basil, thyme, sage, oregano, and we'll show you the rosemary over that way. Then I have this. It's a I'll just take the camera for a moment, and then I'll just bring you over here. This one is called a wedding veil coleus. What? Didn't come out my mouth. And then we have another beautiful coleus in the back. I don't know what the genus is of it because it didn't have a card. So and then Fred wanted to have some Swiss chard just as a decorative plant, and I always plant a little alyssum, and it very rarely grows very well, but I always try every year. This yellow zinnia is just crazy. It is one of the most beautiful flowers we have this year, and it's absolutely stunning. We have had something eating our marigolds, so I have 2.5 pots of them, and they're just starting to try to rebloom. Every time the blossoms started to come something ate it up before it could even open. This is a plant that I don't know the name of, but I'm gonna give the camera back to Fred and he will film and I'll tell you.
Sorry about the shaky video, guys.
Okay, this is called the Diaschia, and I put two in here, and they're both, I don't know, I think maybe it would be better if it were in a hanging basket or something. I don't know. It really has only come, last week we fertilized and a lot of the plants really took off again. So behind that we have a big cream colored marigold, and then the yellow daisy plant in the back is an arborethium. This is Fred's favorite geranium right here. This is the plant that we keep in the back room all year round with the grow light on, and it's absolutely beautiful. Fred loves the variegated foliage. It's just stunning, and quite often in the winter it'll be so happy that it also blooms. And this is a little coleus. It's gonna come, you'll see that a lot of the plants really reacted to the fertilizer really well, because you can see all the little blossoms that are gonna come. This is a beautiful colored petunia, and it was supposed to all look like these do, but when we got it, it started coming so that it was just kind of speckled and not very much of this variegated part in the center. So now, after fertilizing, that color has started to come out. Behind it, this is a pink pentas, Pentas, and this we love to grow. It's really hardy, it's easy, just kind of like the geraniums. I have the salmon colored geranium. Believe it or not, this is a bachelor bud. So it's called, I have the card. It's called, oh well, I thought I had the card. Anyway, it's a bachelor bud, and if you want to know what the genus is, I can email you it. This is Lobelia. This was doing a lot better earlier in the year. It's kind of slowed down and kind of just not looking as great as it did. Back to the very back is our rosemary. We've had this plant for 3 years. We had one that we'd had for like 5, but it died a couple winters back, so that's our new one coming. That we keep in the winter underneath the grow lights too. This is our beautiful pink geranium. This is called coral bells, and these are just, I love them, and they bloom like crazy. So the only thing is, if you pick up the little flowers like you do on a petunia, it takes forever. Here is the marigold that isn't blooming yet very well. Back here I have the wonderful dahlias that I just love this color with the white and the purple outlining it. We have a Gabera daisy, but that isn't growing very well this year. This is the same as the red flowers. This is a super bell in the white. Pink zinnias. This is the osteospermum. They only stay open when the sun is out and strong. So they'll start to close up here as time goes on. This is our red marigold and a red geranium with a marigold, and I don't know what this is. I don't have a card. It's really pretty. I love yellow. Red geranium. That white back there is Nemesia. Beside that we have a blanket flower. I finally found this. I was looking for Rebecca or something like that, and I finally found this. It was so hot and it hadn't been watered, it looked like, for 2 or 3 days. So it was on life support when I brought it home, and it's kind of starting to bloom a little bit now. White Shasta daisy, and this is part of that plant that Fred has over there, and just a little bit smaller one. We've been debating about whether to keep the big one or just go to the small one and start over. So this here is called, it's a succulent, and this is called a mizu, and it has red, little pinkish red flowers. And they are also just like the osteosperm. They only are open when the sun is out on it. This is some Artemisia. It's one of my favorite things to grow. I love a lot of the greens. I couldn't find Dusty Miller anywhere this year, but we did find that. Here is our bright pink petunias. They're so cool. I love that color. Then this is called Surdiva, and it kind of swirls around as it grows up. It's just really cool. But that has only just started really doing well in the last couple weeks. This is our brilliant orange zinnia. This is just the most amazing color. I just love it. Then this is called the Purple Prince. This is a red or purple Panish purple osteosperm. This is a white and red super bells. And then this back here is called a right. I gotta find it. I will find it. This is called an archangel. It's the Angelioa is what it's called. The name is archangel. And then let's see. I think we've gotten through everything. So there are certain flowers I love every year to make sure I plant, but it's fun to try new stuff. Sometimes we don't always do the best with some of them, but this year it's been nice and hot, and we've been able to keep everything watered, so that's working really well. So anyway, hopefully we can all be together soon, and you guys can come hang out on the patio and have a drink. We all love you very, very much. Okay? Push the red